Hello, hello. So welcome back. Let's get your sketchbooks out. There's the elephant we did last day, or last week, I guess. I can't believe it's already been a week. And then, oh, I have been working on this a little bit, trying to finish it all in, fill it all in. And then this is some of the drawings from the week before, the cat, and then the week before that was the butterfly, and then some patterns. And yeah, my book is filling up as I go, slowly. Just one a week right now. Well, sometimes I work on like little extra ones like that. But, I mean, I still have a long ways to go in this book. So let's get going. Get your square ready. And I got some lines on this square that I accidentally did from the last class. But if I use my white gel pen, I can kind of get rid of them here. I just have to wait for it to dry before I go over them again. Okay, go away. There. Do we need a ruler or something? No, I mean, maybe. I don't think you need it. But if you want to draw a hexagon, it is easier to draw with a ruler. But I also was thinking that I'd like to teach you how to draw the DNA strand, which can look 3D as well. So I'm thinking a hexagon that's kind of 3D with a DNA strand. Now, I've learned how to draw hexagons without a ruler and without anything, just freehand. And I've tattooed them. I've tattooed hexagons on people too, like that. But usually I have to warm up a little bit. So let's start with, before we just dive in with a pen or the tattoo needle, let's start with a pencil. And we can draw a big hexagon on our page. I'm going to leave room for a DNA strand on the side. And I'm just thinking, like, what I have envisioned in my head is kind of like the butterfly, but there's a hexagon 3D shape, and then the DNA strand kind of runs around it like that. So let's just draw the DNA swirl, something like that, on the side of the page. So starting off on the side in pencil, and then the big hexagon can go behind it. Now hexagon has 6 sides, and I've done classes on the hexagon, and each side is each side has a parallel side. So you can start with, it might be easier to start with the 2 parallel lines going down the page like this. These two, and then this one is parallel with this one. So these 2 are parallel, and then the opposite one, this one, and this one is parallel. So something like that. Now just sketch it in. Now I don't want it to look perfect. That's why I said, Rhonda, when you asked about if we need a ruler, I'm like, meh, let's make this more organic. I just love the look of organic. I had my headphones around. I just went for a long walk. I just ran back, grabbed my matcha, already finished it, and ran downstairs for the drawing class today. It's raining here in Vancouver today. All right, so there's one hexagon. Now let's do another hexagon. If you have room, if you've left room like I did, another one on the outside of it, about maybe, what is that, like a centimeter around it. So we're going to double up this hexagon. Something like this. Now it does not, I don't want it to look perfect. It's a imperfect looking hexagon, but that's what we want. All right, now let's do another one in the inside, about the same distance, about a centimeter. Sketching it in, our imperfectly perfect hexagons, something like that. Let me zoom in a little bit with the camera here so you can see better. Come on, camera. Is that better? Maybe a little bit more. Maybe a little bit less. All right, always the dealing with the camera. Now it's not, the camera's not perfectly on top, so Mine maybe does not look as good as it looks to me. And then one more in the middle. If you have room, so we have 4 hexagons in that Russian doll style stacked on top of each other. Something like this. How fun. In an imperfectly perfect way. Now the DNA strand is going to be coming around it. So let's work on the DNA strand since it's going to be in the front. So the DNA strand, we're going to take it over from the, so where it starts at the bottom, if you can see that. Peter Brook, is that better? Is it centered? Okay. So over about 2 centimeters over at the bottom, bring it up and around like this. And it crosses with the pencil, and then another one, it crosses, so it makes a loop, and then it crosses again and comes up. So something like that. Now if you want to make it more, I don't know, like interesting, we can have it kind of coming off the page and a little bit smaller, like so. And I might do it like that. That way it's not just so up and down. It's kind of more organic and flowy. Yeah. And maybe I'll do another one, but this one's going to come behind this time. So one's in front, one's behind. Now the one behind, I also want it to be more, what's the word? Less straight up and down. More curvy. So like little figure eights. Now this is just the beginning. This is just laying the foundation of our house. So getting the 2 DNA strands on there, one's in front and one's behind, and then the 4 layered hexagons with pencil. Once you have that, we're, oh, can't see the top, thank you. You know, maybe I'll just pull this back a little bit more. There, how's that? Is it bright enough? See if I can make the brightness brighter. Brighter. Aha. And the contrast. Ooh. There we go. Okay. Oh, this is fun. I don't know, I just love this improv drawings that we're doing lately. I mean, you could do more DNA strands if you want to. Or you can connect this one, or, you know, use your artistic style. I don't know if you remember last week, Mende said she wanted to buy one of my t-shirts. She did send me an email, and I think she's going to go through with it. So, but I've got some new t-shirts in that I ordered, so I'm really excited about it. So while I'm waiting for you to finish that sketch, let me just show you quickly a couple of the new shirts that came in with my art on them. So this is one. This is my art on the front. I don't know if you can see that. And then on the back is just a simple seed of life design, like what's on my hand here. And that's the gray one, and the quality is really nice too. This is the yellow one, so it's the same design on the front, which I have already tattooed on somebody. And the back is a big, huge seed of life. This is the other one that I really like, that I wanted to show you. It's just the blue, like the fabric quality is really nice. And I have tattooed this one on somebody too. Come on, focus. This is the Jaguar design on the front. And then on the back is this design, which is definitely geometric craziness. Now both these designs have been tattooed. And these are for sale at the tattoo convention. And yeah, so I'm excited about those. Thanks, Palam. Yeah, I know, I'm excited. I mean, not that I can afford to be spending money right now on t-shirts, but sometimes it's worth it just to go into debt a little bit and it'll all come back to you. Okay, let's continue with the DNA strand. Hello, Jenny. Are you just getting here? Hello, Evelina. Thanks, Marian. Evelina likes the yellow one. All right, so, all right, DNA strand time. So the DNA strand, we're going to go over, under, okay? So this one's going to go, I'm going to start with over. And when you go over, erase the bit that goes under so that you don't get confused. And then on the next cross, I'm going to make them a bit thicker. Now it goes under. So erase the part that's going under and keep the part that's going over. Now I will be thickening these a little bit. Now even thinking about where it goes over, it might be thicker and then thinner, and making it making kind of a like thicker, thinner sort of idea, so it looks like, it seems like it's turning a little bit. Here I'm gonna go thinner where it goes under, and then thicker where it goes up, and you can just play around with this. So it went under here, so this time it's gonna go, this one's gonna go over like that, and this one's going to go under. So you will need your eraser a little bit doing this. You can even have it like flip over if you want to, by doing like something like I just did, where you make the cross and have it flip, since we're doing perspective. And then the last one here, this one goes over. So have fun with it. It's almost like ribbons. DNA ribbons are abstract DNA ribbons. And this one will go under like so. I'm going to flip this one as well. So actually when you flip it, all you really need to do is draw a line there, and then we'll be shading the bottom part. See what I mean? This line comes around, so it looks like it flips over. This one I didn't do the best job. Maybe I'll do it the other way. Coming up, drawing that line, and then when we shade it, we'll be shading the part that goes under. You don't have to flip it if you don't want to, but it's kind of fun. And, that's so dark. I'm going to redo that a bit later. We will be doing this in pen soon. Just getting the sketch on there. Oh, Mende sent it. Hello, hello. Yay, she's here. Thank you, Mende. You found out the PayPal thing. Okay, well, I've got your shirt. It's all ready to go in the package. I just have to send it now. I'll go tomorrow. That's awesome. Now, DNA strands. I think they have 5, I don't know what they're called, these little lines in the middle. So, but you don't have to do all 5. I'm going to try to fit 5 in there. 5 of those little parts of the DNA. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and a little baby one. And this one I'm just gonna do 1.5. This one just 1. So there's 1 DNA strand there. And then let's do the other one. I love it that everybody's saying hello to each other. Feels like, you know, we're a crew here, showing up every week, drawing together, drawing our little mid strands here. I want to get this pencil part over with so we can start with the pen. Okay, the one behind and the one in front. The lighting's not the best. Maybe that's better. And now we can work on our hexagon, our crazy hexagon. Now the hexagon in the middle, let's draw the 3D part, which is the lines coming down from each side, meeting in the center, and then a third line coming from the center to the bottom. So that's the bottom, that's the middle tiniest little hexagon that you got there. Okay? From there, at this top point, we'll draw a line straight up. If you go straight up, they should all kind of match up the points here. But the second one, there's a line straight up, and this is opposite. So the line that comes this way, there's no line there, but there's a line that comes down where there's an empty line, and then we sort of have to go behind. It might get confusing, but behind the DNA strand a little bit. And then alternate. The next one is the 3 lines on the other places. There, and at the bottom. You see that? I'm trying to zoom in so you could see it better and fix my lighting. And the last one is the lines there, and at the very top. I don't know why the lighting keeps doing that glary thing. Maybe that's better, but it's so dark for me. Now I challenge you to do this without a ruler, but if you want to use a ruler, I'm not going to stop you. All right. Now when we shade it in, now that is the part that gets the 3D Escher-like. I am sorry about the lighting. I think we need to move to the pen, and then the lighting will be, then you'll be able to see it better. Like, it's not, lighting's not, doesn't always give me trouble. Today it is. Mine's lopsided too, Rhonda, my hexagon, and that's okay. I think it's gonna look better that way. This looks so cool, Mende says. Yay. Thanks, Mende. Such a big support. All right, so trying to draw this without a ruler, for me, I'm going to use a nice thick pen. Draw straight lines as you can without a ruler. Is easier with a thicker pen. Of course, if you want to use a ruler, you can, but I just don't want to. I want to challenge myself. So I'm starting with these this hexagon. I turn down the brightness a little bit. Now, if you're having trouble with this, you can blame Balaam because it was his idea to do the geometric Escher type. But even if it's lopsided, like, I still think it's gonna look cool. I don't expect mine to be perfect geometry. Remember, this is about having fun, being a child, playing. Okay, I think I got it. There's my crazy hexagon. Meow. Peter Brooks says hers is stretched, lopsided. Perfect. That's how we want it. Now to do the DNA strand and pen. So that you can do the erasing afterwards. I wish I could draw and have like clone myself that I could play some music for you while I draw. Why haven't cloning ourselves been invented yet? Not only am I drawing this 3D geometric hexagon, quadruple hexagon shape with you, I'm also challenging you to draw the DNA strands. And I have no idea what this is going to look like in the end. Hey, Zen's here too. Hello, hello, Zen. Yeah, Balaam, humans would figure a way to exploit those clones somehow, I'm sure. Humans. Okay, I'm ready to erase mine and then start the shading, which is where the 3D-ness pops out. whenever I erase my, because it's the end of my pencil, this tip gets, like it all comes out. So I have to push it back. The pencil tip all, I mean, I could use my other eraser, but this works. Okay, there's the foundations for our drawing. Now, with this 3D, let's draw, I mean, you can do one completely solid black. Maybe that's faster and easier. I mean, yeah, sure, why not? Let's just do it. You can also draw it like just darker shades. But because, how much time do we have left? Oh, we're halfway through. So I'm just going to do a solid black one. Like so. And then the solid black on the next one would be up here. Let's use a bigger pen, shall we? There's the lighting better, but it's right in front of my face. It's just a dark, rainy day today. I have the window closed, the curtain closed. Maybe that's why it's so dark. So this, oh, that's better, that pen. Much easier. So this one. So you can already sort of see it coming shape, getting shape. And open my window and see if, oh, still dark. The only thing I see out my window is the side of the next house beside me. All right, which one do you think it is for the next one over? If you guessed this one, you would be right. It's like we're flopping back and forth. So cool drawing. Peter Brooks says. This is the one where you have to sort of go around the DNA a little bit. And then the last one will be, oh, this one's also comes this way. It actually works out because it goes right behind the DNA. So it'll make that DNA strand stand out a little bit. Especially if you doubled the middle lines. Hopefully you did. Like these lines of the DNA that I didn't know what they were called. And the last one is here. This one is the last. Base pairs. Yep. Now, if you want to spend a little bit more time on this, you can shade it with more depth than just doing solid black. but that takes a little bit more time and knowledge of how the light hits it and where it's shaded. Now the top, now you're starting to see the 3D parts. So the part, I just wish it wasn't so dark on the screen. I don't know. The parts that are, let me close this, it'll be dark. It's good for you? Okay, that's good. On the side, let's shade them with dots, or if you want to shade with a pencil, you can do that. I'm guessing Linda's not here today with you, Peterbrook, who was here last week. I'm glad she had a good time. Thanks for bringing your friend. That's nice. You're home. Oh, you were at her house. So the dots on the side there. And then on the side here. Carefully going around the DNA with the dots halfway through this DNA. So now you can really see what the tops and the bottoms are, where the light's coming. And this one gets dotted, and then at the end this one will get dotted. So just keep going. We got this. Arlene's here. Hello, hello. Oh, Linda's your cousin. Cool. And also, if you finish this part and you want to start working on the lines of your DNA strand, you can do that. Because dotting does take some time. So if you've done shading, you're probably faster than me. Just using like a pencil shading or any other kind of pattern in here works too. Throw on some dotting music for us. So start to think about what you want to do with your background. I have an idea. Okay, so what I'm going to do with my background, there's this pattern that I have, so let me show you if I can find it. Aha. Looks like this. It's not exactly what we've been drawing, but to see how the hexagons interlock. So at the bottom of this one, it comes straight down. So looking at a hexagon like this, pretending that's our hexagon, and then I just drew this line, and then we'll draw the line at the top going straight up. And then these lines go crisscross downwards here, so following that. So it's like we're doing a bit of a hexagon pattern. And this one comes up this way. And same with this one. Diagonal and diagonal. Now in here you can just draw more of those hexagons if you want to. How much time do we have? We have 10 minutes. What do you say? You want to? It's up to you. I think I do. I'm going to just draw the same one that we just did in a pattern with my pen. Since we're so good at it now. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm just repeating, it's off the screen, but I'm repeating the top hexagon. Definitely a bit of a challenge today, going around the DNA. But hats off to you if you did it. One more thing I forgot to mention is where the DNA goes underneath the other one, that's where you shade on either side. So here and here. You can also shade the bars going across on the sides if you'd like, or if it flips over. It's looking really neat. I really like it. There's not much chats today because I've given you quite the design day. And I didn't even know what I was going to draw until 3 minutes before. Balam wanted to draw Escher-like patterns. And I thought, okay, well, how about the hexagon? Because we've done the triangle before. The 3D triangle, and we did the Sierpinski's triangle. This was years ago. If you've been taking these classes with me for years, you might remember. I think Peter Brook was here. And if you want to throw in any what's the word? Intentions? Things you'd like to accomplish by next week in the chat. I know, Balam, you finished your brochure last time. I helped you with it. Jessica, hello, hello. DNA strands and trippy Escher-like hexagon pattern. It's not an easy day, but I'll be putting this on YouTube if you want to try it. It's definitely fun. Yes, you're welcome. And Jessica, if you come back next week and you want to put any intentions in the chat, things that we can hold you accountable for, like Rhonda was trying to exercise 3 times a week. Balam was trying to finish her brochure. I put another track on Insight Timer. Feel free to put that in the chat. Things that you'd like to accomplish in a week from today, by next drawing class. What do I want to accomplish before next week? I'd like to learn a new song. I had a friend come over yesterday and we were singing together, and she showed me a bunch of new songs, and I'd like to learn one of them. In Spanish, of course. Memorize a new Spanish song. There's my goal for the next week. Anyone else? I know to write your goal, you have to stop drawing. That's the problem. Maybe at the end, you'll want to share one. Recover from surgery. Oh, you had surgery. Oh my goodness. What kind of surgery was it? Recovering next week. Was it your hand? No. I forget. I'm sorry if you told me and I can't remember. Balam wants to do one hour of exercise stretching every day. Wow, 1 hour. Way to go. That's a good goal. Yes, sending best vibes, PETA, for your recovery. It's not fun when your body doesn't cooperate. It does open the question as to why it's not cooperating. That's true. I think stretching is a good goal to have, and exercising, like moving your body. It's definitely something important about moving the body every day. I already went for my hour walk today, and I did half an hour of yoga today, so I'm on track today. But I know it's still 5 a.m. there in Australia right now. Or maybe almost 6. Today I want to finish my newsletter and get it emailed to all my clients. Alright, I'm almost done. I've got two finished at the bottom. Sorry, I'm trying to get the focus better. Wow, I love it. I'm excited. This side here is the end, so this will just be dots coming out like this. Just look at the middle one if you get lost on what's dots and what's lines. Look at the first one you did and just repeat it. I'm dotting these really quickly so I can get the last two done. How much time do we have left? Oh, it's time. It's time. Ah, you did yoga before drawing. Oh, it's almost 7 a.m. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's not so bad. So early. The bottom is this one, so it's white coming up like this. If you are finished and you want to send it, please do. I am so close, so close. I promise next week's will be easier. I'm drawing in complicated geometric Escher designs freehand. I'm just challenging you all today. As I said, you can blame Balaam. Alright, tell me if you email you're finished or unfinished, because you probably won't finish. Maybe you'll finish. Who knows? Seems like a lot of you finish faster than me sometimes. Please send it to my email at artworkbykatia7@gmail.com. I'm going so fast right now. With the dots. Just have this one little part. I sent signal, but I'm far from done. Thank you so much for sending it anyway, Mary Jane. I really appreciate it. Okay, I'm just gonna do this one last bit. This one is white. And black through here. And then dots in here. And black in here. Okay, I got my last little puzzle pieces. I call this design the puzzle piece design. Puzzle piece of Escher geometry. And this one is white at the bottom. I'm getting really good at just drawing this by memory. And then up. It's black. And dots. All right. Not bad for an hour of drawing. I would say we did good in an hour. Good for us, you guys. Good for us. Still wish you could see it brighter. There. All right, let's see. You're not looking at your phone at all today. You love how this looks. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Signal, Mary Jane. Cool. Oh my gosh, look at all your DNA strands. Can't wait to show you Mary Jane's. Here is Mary Jane. Craziness. Geometry. The DNA strands look super cool coming everywhere. Wow. Yeah, that looks awesome. So happy to inspire that, Mary Jane. That's amazing. Yeah, it looks super cool. Can't wait to see it with color. If you come next week, we get to see it next week. Who else? Anyone else want to show your unfinished or finished designs? Please send now. It's all because of you. Ah, Mary Jane, you're awesome. Yeah, it looks super neat. It looks super neat. I love it. Rhonda sent hers. Thank you so much, Rhonda. It means a lot to me that you're sending them. Yep, there it is. Wow, I love the way the hexagon looks. It's so like, I'm trying to cover the light. It's skewed, but it looks really neat that way. So cool. I bet you haven't drawn something like this in a while, Rhonda. It's so neat. Yeah, really cool. Yeah, it's stretched, but it looks really neat that way. It's almost otherworldly, you know? I'm holding my hand up because I'm blocking that light. Oh, it's not there. Yay! So super neat. These designs are awesome. And who else? Anyone else want to share? It's just like trying, you know? It's just doing it. Okay, here's Balaams. You ready for Balaams? Cover that light again. There's Balaam. Super neat, Balaam. You got some squiggles in the middle. The middle squiggle. Yeah, really cool. The DNA strand looks neat with the solid black. One's solid and one's white. Yeah, not done yet, but it looks great so far. Anybody else? I'd love to see yours, Peter Brooke. Are you going to send it today? I'm just doing a couple more dots in mine before, while I wait to see if anyone else will send theirs. Not finished. No, I know it takes a long, this one's a long. It's a bit more complicated. Maybe you have some homework. Do you want to share it with us even though it's not finished? It's okay if you don't. Or anybody else, please, please, please. Adding the outside is tricky. Yeah, it is. It is. So tricky. But, you know, where there's a will, there's a way, and it doesn't not have to be perfect. You just do your best. Or you can do what Mary Jane did and just add DNA strands everywhere. Which maybe we should have done, because that looked really neat. Nearly done, she says. All right, I'll give you 1 more minute because it's already an hour and 6, so I must stop this. I've got a lot on my plate today with the newsletter. I made some collages I can show you while we're waiting for Peter Brooks. First is a collage of my trip to Guatemala. So this is some pictures that I've got together of the tattooing aspect of my trip. So there's me in the tattoo studio up there, and then this is the tattoo studio in the tree house, which was really neat. And then and going up the stairs, I had my little brochure on the wall, and then this is the tattoo studio, and there was literally a tree branch going through the studio that I kept hitting my head on. It was really cool. This is a picture of the street outside where I had sat out there for a while and met the vendors, and this is my friend Simon, and he got a tattoo while he was in Guatemala, and that's me tattooing him there. This is a hike I did at 4 in the morning. It was a really hard hike. Made it to the top of this mountain. Got some good pictures, and this is a picture of a free drawing class I taught where we drew those mushrooms on one of the days. And the other collage I made is a collage of recent tattoos that I've done. So I've done a couple of head tattoos lately. So there's some head tattoos. Thanks for all the hearts. There is a crow, a geometric crow that I tattooed the other day. And then just some other geometric patterns and designs that I put together in a collage for the newsletter at Simon's from Guatemala. If you want to sign up for the newsletter, go to my website, tattoosbykatia.com. There's a link to sign up there. And that's about it. Oh, here's a tattoo with a bunch of hexagons right there. Thanks, you guys. Oh, and Peter Brook is ready. Good, I'm glad I got to show off my... Oh, Delee sent hers too. Yay. All right, this is Delee's. Oh, it looks so neat, Delee. I love the flowers in the background and the stretched hexagon. And cover my light again. Yeah, super cool. Yeah, definitely works with the eyes, you know, and you can, the way you look at it, you can make the hexagon look more 3D. You can even shade a little bit here and here on the white parts to make it look more 3D and just play around with the shading. But thank you so much for sending so far, Delee. And Peter Brook. Wow, cool, Peter. That is awesome. So this is probably going to be the last one we see today. So cool so far. All the little spirals in the background and all the patterns back there. Yeah, this one works with my brain, that's for sure. I think you started on this second one and then gave up and just started doing patterns. It's so neat. I love it. Yeah, it's almost like got rays coming from it here. Exactly, she says. Yeah, wow. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. Thank you so much. I will see you next week. Same day, different time, and hope you can make it. You're welcome, Mende. Bye, everybody.